So I covered Taiwan's first gunpoint robbery way back in 2017 in this Taiwan in Time article, The Robber in the Sanitary Mask. And one thing that always stuck in my mind was that the perpetrator is still worshipped in a temple. I mean, Taiwan is full of shrines that worship unusual figures, but it's still quite mind-blowing as this guy had murdered a police officer to obtain the weapon and also shot and wounded a bank employee during the heist. In addition, an innocent man was wrongfully accused of this crime before the real robber was caught and committed suicide to avoid jail time. So this whole thing really is just a big tragedy. So why is it celebrated? On a nice sunny day earlier this month, I finally decided to pay the temple a visit. It's located up in the mountains on the outskirts of New Taipei City's Xingdian district, right behind the Garden City community. Alright, so this is the place. It's a Wu Tian Can Shi. It's a Buddhist temple. The entrance says, "Beware of the vicious dogs," but these dogs were quite sweet, actually. There's no sign of the robber by the main shrine, but so keep walking down these stairs and voila. This is Li Shih-ke, a 55-year-old military veteran who on April 14, 1982, held up the land bank's Guting branch in Taipei. Wearing a wig, baseball cap, and sanitary mask, he brandished a .38 revolver and demanded 10 million new Taiwan dollars. He made off with 5.3 million in the end. When he was finally caught, he told reporters that he was unhappy with how society was developing, especially with the growing wealth gap. He detested financial criminals who got off scot-free and wanted to make a statement. He admitted to spending the money on women and buying things for himself, but he did leave most of the loot at a friend's house, telling the newspapers that he knew he'd eventually get caught, so he wanted the friend to be able to send his daughter to college and give her a better life. Li Sike was executed for his crime, as customary during the martial law era in Taiwan. But due to his statements, he became somewhat of a Robin Hood-esque symbol of the oppressed and downtrodden in Taiwan. The temple founder, who was a political activist, especially wanted to highlight the fact that the authoritarian Chinese Nationalist Party had brought so many soldiers like Li Shike to Taiwan after losing the Chinese Civil War, but they were unable to properly care for them, forcing them onto this path. Some reports say that this statue was just meant to be a door god and wasn't supposed to be worshipped. But during the lottery gambling craze of the 1980s, people started coming and praying to the statue for the winning numbers, and after finding success, they began burning incense for him. Nowadays, the temple is better known as the Li Shike Temple than its actual name. Anyhow, that's how a bank robber and murderer came to be worshipped in a temple. There are many more aspects to this case that I might cover in a future video, and please subscribe to the Taiwan in Time on YouTube channel to see more.